Yo, what's the deal? What's the motherfucking deal? Man, everything is good. You said what's good? Everything? Everything is good in my life, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm glad I could do that for you, you know what I'm saying? You know, when I hear stuff like that, you know, that let me know I ain't doing this shit for nothing, man. I could have been just kicked back, man. I could have been just kicked back and just been living my life. I ain't got to get on here and give y'all this shit. So y'all know that. I come on here to give y'all the game. I come on here to give y'all some inspiration, some motivation shit. I could have just been tucked off and just been living my life. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't nothing change for me. So when I hear the feedback that it's doing something for you, you said you look so good tonight, daddy. Oh, you know, to call me daddy, that costs. Everybody can't just call me daddy. To be able to call me daddy, baby, that costs. So I don't know if you ready to do what it's gonna take to call me that. But I appreciate the compliment. You know, this is a little sample right here. You know, I'm just playing out with a couple different fonts. Been working on myself these past few months since getting out of prison for 10 years, and your words of inspiration. Yeah, my brother get out of prison in October, right? He been down for 10 years, you know, but we talk on a regular, and he making sure he getting his mind right, and I'm gonna put him on a blueprint, put him on a program, because I know that shit work. Hey man, this motherfuckers who done got out of prison, and in 5 years, they circling laps around motherfuckers who ain't never been locked up. So you can do anything you want if you got a strict blueprint. And honestly, you know, the type of individual that could go to prison and withstand the stress and the pressures of that lifestyle, man, you could get out here and do wonders, because everybody out here is so motherfucking soft. Everybody's so soft. Everybody's so weak. Everybody, you know, they crumble over the smallest things. So if you can go to prison and withstand what you had to withstand in there, man, you built for this. You know, you just got to get the right structure, the right business savvy, and you're going to be able to run over everybody, because ain't nothing going to phase you. Thanks for the game. Hey man, if you thankful for the game, man, show me. Let me know you appreciate this free game. Go get a product. Hey yo, and at the end of this, listen, I've been running this shit up. Damn, I almost feel guilty, right? I've been making so much motherfucking money. See, let me tell y'all something. Why connections is so important. You know how much motherfucking money I make on shit that just be a fluke? I'll be introduced to somebody who introduces me to another person, and he be like, "Hey man, I'm gonna put you on this play." And I've made more money doing little shit like that than shit that I've made my life's work to do, just based on good connections, you know. So, but I'm gonna bless y'all. I've been running it up on their ass so much, man. This shit feel illegal, but it's not. It's perfectly legal, and you don't even have to have any money to start. So, if y'all interested in that, you know, DM me free, or DM me I got a little shit set up, or DM me live. But it's like it's free money, man. You know, I've been running, but you know, great opportunities, they don't last forever. Anybody in the streets, anybody in life, anybody in the stock market, you know, hey, when it's an opportunity and shit just hitting, you better milk it for all it's got, because it ain't gonna last. Because everybody else end up gonna jump on a wave and it's gonna die out, or it's gonna burn out, or they gonna, you know, sew up that loophole. So if y'all wanna, you know, get some money, you ain't gotta spend no money. I'm not asking you for no money. This ain't no type of scam shit. You don't gotta put no money down. If you really wanna put $1 in and get $5 out type shit, and I've been running this shit up. I don't even got to tell nobody. But if you want to get on that, DM me free, DM me live, and you know, you can see what it's all about. And you'll make a lot of money. I already ran this shit up. I'm telling you, because I'm at the end of it, where it's like, all right, I'm already eating, I'm already blessed. Let me bless somebody else. But enough about that. We gonna talk about some shit tonight. That motherfucker's been trying to put my name in some shit. You know, they've been trying to put my name in some shit, and we gonna talk about it. You and Lav, the only few real, giving that real. You know we both from Sac too. Ain't a coincidence you saying me and Lav, the only few giving that real ism. Me and Lav both from Sac. You know, I'm gonna give you a story about Lav too. Lav is DCML, man. Let me tell you something about that man, right? So I'm from Sacramento, he from Sac. He older than me though. But he used to be like the king of the city when I was coming up. But when everybody was riding motherfucking box Chevys, scrapers on 24s, yeah, I had me one, right? He was coming through with the motherfucking 745 Li. He was coming through with the motherfucking Range Rovers. Niggas wasn't riding foreigns at the time. right? They wasn't riding Fords. You was a big drug dealer. You was riding a big scraper on 20. He came through cleaner, changed the whole city. It's a funny story too. Like I said, he older than me, but I seen this nigga riding in 740. I seen him in the motherfucking Range Rover, and me and my homie, we was like, bro, we got to get our shit together, you know, some young teenagers. And I think we went to jail like the next week because you know, we got so motivated. We was like, nah, we finna get some money, and you know, we did the wrong shit and ended up in jail. But yeah, man, that man been you know doing big shit. You know, I don't know what people be saying about him, but you know, I seen the shit in my city. That nigga was a big dog since forever, since all I ever remember, to getting money. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, me and him had once, you know, connected through abroad one time too when I was in Vegas years later. He might remember that. And I fuck with his music. I slap his music all the time. You know, Steph is cold. That sound familiar. I think I might. When you come back today, we got to hit the gym. Yep, I'm coming to Atlanta on Saturday. I'll be at Invest Fest. Y'all come, you know, come take a picture, buy some merch, you know, hear me speak. Sports book with Mozzie V. Espin. A big changing point. Hold on. I'm waiting on my partner. He want to come in here because we gonna talk about this shit. You know, some people, you know, been putting up some posts on some blogs about some broad I used to fuck with, and you know, I guess she's on a reality show now. She's on a reality TV show, and somehow my name got brought up into it, and they twisting the facts, and I don't appreciate it. So I'm gonna clear that shit up, and I ain't gonna talk about it no more. Game God is a brand. It's a brand, but you got to get my course. You got to understand, man, I'm not the only game God. I just scream it the loudest. What is game? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. What is God? A supreme ruler. Everybody's the game God of themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just pushing a movement, you know, to empower and make a man have some value. Guess what? If everybody thought they was a God, if everybody moved like a God, how much better would the world be? Because when you say that you a God, what do you say? What are you saying? How do you move when you say you a God? How do you walk when you say you a God? How do you value yourself when you say you a God? What do you accept from others from you when you say that you a God? How do you treat other people when you say that you a God? You know, so this is just an empowerment movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm always preaching value. That's all I preach about. Having value. And when you see yourself as a certain type of individual, you hold yourself to that standard. So everybody should call themselves a game God or a God, and you'll hold yourself to a higher standard. You know what I'm saying? I call myself something, and I have to live by that. You know. So get your game God merch. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is what I'm gonna do too. You know, I'm gonna get the shirts. You know, like Detroit First Everybody, right? They got the Detroit First Everybody, and then they started branching out to other cities, right? So you know, I'm gonna have a game guy, right? Game guy Goldie, right? And I'm gonna let people get their shit custom. Game guy, whatever. You know, whatever your name is. You know, it's gonna be Game guy and then your name on the sides. You know. Show you the back of the shirt. Y'all show y'all later. I gotta go on my story. Advice: women wants to go to expensive restaurant for a date. Shit, tell it take you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. I don't got to get to know a woman over an expensive meal, right? I don't got, you know, that's for me. Now, if that's what you already see, it's different. It's different how you do it. If I'm already living like that. I already go to nice restaurants. I already treat myself. So really, when a broad comes, it's just, you're just coming into my world to do what we normally do. But if we don't normally do that, I'm not finna go out my way to just do that for you. Right? Because it don't make no sense. Because I'm trying to get to know you. I might not even like you. I might not even want to fuck with you. You might not even fuck with me. So what am I making an investment into something so extravagant for a woman that I don't even, you know if this shit gonna work out? You're not finna get a free meal off of me, and it ain't about the free meal. It's just we got to both be coming with some sort of investment, or we shouldn't be going. I say it all the time. If you're not investing in a situation, it's easy to walk away from. So if she's not willing to invest in that situation, and all she want to do is show up, then guess what? You probably gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? If you just let her keep, I say all the time, man, if you just let a broad just keep talking to you for nothing, man, you're going to get charged, you know? You're going to get charged. So all I'm saying is, if a woman really like me, she ain't going to be tripping off none of that. She trying to get to know me. And it's a principle thing. It ain't about the money. It's a principle thing. If you don't like me enough to for us to be able to go to, you know, somewhere cheaper, if you don't like me enough for us to just, you know, kick it and do something else and do something casual, then I'm gonna spend that money and you just gonna use me for that free meal anyway. I'm just saying, like, hey, think about it like this, right? If a woman say, hey, yo, I want to go out to eat, or, you know, I want to get to know you, and you be like, all right, bet, you pay for the meal. Don't you think that if she was serious about getting to know you and serious about thinking maybe one day you could be her potential boyfriend, right? She would say, okay, right? Listen, and y'all talking in these comments, listen, I done had bras that y'all fucking dreams pay for my motherfucking meal on principle alone. And I just let them know, it ain't no motherfucking ego thing. It's like this, hey baby, I only fuck with motherfuckers who like me. And if you ain't willing to pay for a little $200 meal for me, then you obviously don't like me as much as I need a woman to like me to fuck with them. And that's fine. You ain't gotta like me that much. I'm just letting you know that I don't fuck with women who don't like me a lot. And if you feel like that a $200 meal is stopping you from fucking with me, then we don't need to be together. That's just how I play it. You don't like me enough if you ain't willing to pay for a meal for me. And most of the time, just the willingness to say you will, man, I'll probably pick up the check. I just want to know you really gonna do it. And if you ain't really gonna do it, man, I only fuck with women who fuck with me a lot. I only fuck with women who like me a lot. And I need to stop saying that word. I need to say another word because y'all be getting it confused. Y'all don't really understand what I mean. Oh, understand this, right? Do you understand the power of a human life force? The power of a human life and the life force that it could bring in this world. Motherfucking Malcolm X, Gandhi, Martin Luther King, right? These are human beings who have a certain life force. Do you know what it's like when a woman gives you her life force and dedicates her life force to whatever ends you want? Right? That's the only type of woman I fuck with, who likes me enough to do that. How powerful is that? You niggas will never know. I've gotten rich 10 times over because I only deal with women who like me a lot. And y'all say, oh, what if you don't like her? How could you not like a woman who's willing to do anything and everything for you? Who's quiet when you want her to be quiet? Who has a pleasing personality? Who will become whatever you need her to become? Who will lie, steal, kill, go to jail for you, man? You niggas is backwards. But guess what? Y'all choose wrong. Because y'all choose wrong, your life is hard. My life is easy, man. I'll go broke today. But I know how to choose who likes me. And guess what? The woman who like me gonna help me get on my feet. You know, but you with a woman right now who don't like you that much, and she taking you off your game. She taking you sideways and left ways and every way but where you need to be going. You niggas don't like yourself. That's what I say. You niggas don't like yourself. You niggas have self-hate. You have internal trauma. You don't like yourself. Because the only way I can fuck with a broad who don't like me is if I don't like myself too. I like myself so much I can only fuck with a bitch who like me a lot. And if she don't like me a lot, I look at her like she crazy. Because bitch, you not see what you looking at? If she don't like me the way I like myself, she can't fuck with me. If she don't like me a lot, I'm not fucking with her. I don't care how bad she is. I don't care how much chemistry we got. If she don't like me a lot and is willing to show me, I'm not fucking with her. And I really feel like that. I don't give a fuck who it is. Nigga, I done turned down your dream girl. Because she didn't like me enough. She liked me, though. Oh, she liked me. She wanted to fuck me and all this. She liked me, but she didn't like me enough, though. And until you have a bitch who like you a lot, you'll never know. But once you have a bitch that like you a lot, you'll never fuck with a bitch who don't like you a lot. So it's a curse. Because at a young age, I got this game from my uncle. And I found a bitch who liked me a lot, and I'll never fuck with a bitch who don't like me a lot. It's a completely different situation. It's a completely different life. But anyway, we getting off track right now. Get the motherfucking Gang Guy Mentality course. Go get my books. Listen, and if y'all want a business opportunity, listen, matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do for y'all. If y'all go sign up for this, new partnership I have, you deposit $10. They'll give you $20, and I'll give you a product worth up to $130 on my site. So you don't even have to buy a product. If you go to my site and you sign up for this website and deposit $10, not only will they give you $20 on that website to use and bet, but I will give you one product up to $130 for free. So I'm gonna say that one more time. Y'all can just go buy a product. Y'all can just go buy one of my products. But if you don't want to go buy one of my products, go to my website or DM me free or live. And if you deposit $10, they will double your money and give you $20. Up to $100. If you deposit $100, they give you $200 to bet with. But okay, all you got to do is deposit $10, send me a screenshot, and then you will get a product on my website up to $130. But anyway, y'all need to come tap in. I got a free game community on School. I go in there and I kick game all day. I got weekly game calls, and Pimp and Ken jump on some of the calls. I get Johnny Cash to come jump on some of the calls. Boss Hog sometimes used to jump on my calls. In the future we'll have other people jump on the calls. He said, you rejected Nelly though. She was down. It's because I didn't have this information. If anybody saw the video that I posted a couple days ago, I was talking about when I was in 6th grade. It was this young lady that I liked. And she liked me back, but she was a little chubby. So because of that, I didn't make her my girlfriend because I cared what other people thought. And I was referencing the fact that a lot of people living life right now are dealing with individuals that the world likes, but they don't really like that person that much, and that person doesn't really like them that much. But they deal with them because they care what everybody else thinks. And what I'm saying is, man, when you start dealing with people that you like and like you back, your life gets better. But y'all care so much what other motherfuckers think because you ain't secure myself. I don't give a fuck what you niggas think, man. And that might sound arrogant, but I don't respect most people. Can't nobody validate me more than myself. Give a fuck what you think about me or this bitch next to me. I care about what this bitch doing for me and how she make me feel. You niggas care what the nigga think. Oh, what they gonna say about my bitch. I don't respect most motherfuckers that I meet. It's very few individuals in this motherfucker that I respect. Now, I don't disrespect anybody, but I don't respect your habits. I don't respect what you do. I don't respect that you don't take care of your kids. I don't respect that you're a fucking junkie and can't not smoke for more than 2 fucking days without acting like a motherfucking dope fiend. I don't respect the fact that you don't go to the gym on a regular basis. I don't respect a lot of things that you niggas do. So I could give a fuck what you niggas think. And like I said it again, I put so much value and work into myself, and I know what I do every day, and I know the things I overcome over there, and I know most people couldn't walk a day in my shoes, so I validate myself in the mirror, so it don't matter what the fuck anybody thinks. So I don't even think about it. Who need bags? Cali base. You need to be single. I couldn't be single if I wanted to. I have no problem with being single. But I couldn't be single if I wanted to. There's never been a time in my life, even when I've tried, like I'm going to just focus on myself. It's always going to be abroad, trying so hard to be with me, I just can't say no. They'll make it so hard. Like I'll be trying to just, I'm just trying to focus on myself. But they'll do so much that it's like, I'd be a fool not to fuck with. I just can't help it. See, because when you don't need nobody, you attract everybody. Most people don't have nobody, it's because you want somebody. When it's needy energy is a repellent. I'm so content with myself that energy attracts like a magnet. Most people are deficient. They're looking for something to fulfill themselves. I'm so fulfilled, my cup overflowing, and my aura radiates that. And everybody who's missing a piece inside of themselves are attracted to me because they want what I have. Motherfucker talk about you should be single or you single. That's only a negative to people who hate themselves being single. It's a big difference by being alone and being lonely. Give a fuck if I was by myself. I love myself. I get giddy sometimes when I got the house to myself and ain't got shit going on. I be like, ooh wee, man, I get excited. I get motherfucking excited. I have such a great time with myself. Reading the books I like to read, watching the things I like to watch. Let me go down a rabbit hole on YouTube right now. I enjoy my day. I'll go to the beach by myself if I want to, but I can't. Because there's always somebody who wants to do something with me. And I ain't mad at it, for men and women. It's just my aura makes people want to be around me. But it's the fact that I don't care. Is it wrong to recognize Cap and Cal? Listen, I'm waiting on my guy to get in here because he's going to ask me some questions about these couple blogs I was posting this shit up about this broad I used to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Go get my products, go get my books. Go to my site. If you deposit $10 on this website, they're gonna double it, give you 20, and I'm gonna give you a product worth up to $130. One product up to $130. I give you that for free, and you get doubled on that website. And then if you want a money-making opportunity, you ain't got to spend no money. I ain't asking you for no money, right? Do it if you want to. Don't do it if you want to. It don't make no difference to me. I'm already eating. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to, DM me free, DM me live, and I give you the information. And you can literally put $1 in, get $5 out, and really run this shit up. And I guarantee you, I've been going so crazy with this shit, it's probably going to stop soon. That's really why I'm giving the opportunity, because I can just feel it. So it's all legit. I don't do nothing illegal, and I wouldn't be talking on live if the shit was illegal. We probably get the same numbers. That's my mind magnetically attracted. Yeah, missed those lives, real nigga. Real question. Is a woman that is looking for a man to chase and go out of his way to show interest, a man out of his masculine nature? I don't really understand what you're saying. I'll put it like this, though. A woman might be used to men chasing her till she meets a one who won't. Sometimes you got to retrain a woman in what you is. Like, a woman might tell me, like, okay, I need to be chased. I say, well, this ain't gonna work, because I ain't doing that. I'll present myself, and you let me know that you fuck with me, you can fuck with me. But I'm not going to chase you, because what I'm not gonna do is play games. Bitch, if you want to go play games, you can do that. It's plenty of niggas out here who will play games with you, but bitch, I'm not. So, you know, it ain't even no thing. Bitch, do what you want. I'm letting you know what I will do. I'm letting you know what I will and won't accept. Now it's up to you if you want to deal with it or not. I could care less one way or the other, baby. Just hurry up and let me know so I can get on with my day. And most of the time, man, they gonna fuck with it just because they're curious to see the difference in a man who acts like that and all the other dudes that they've ever dealt with in their life. What do you think about a female playing hard to get? A female playing hard to get, this is what I say. If you're playing hard to get with me, bitch, you ain't gonna get got. That's all. If you try to play hard to get with me, you're not gonna get got. So, you know, and hey, maybe I might miss out, but like I say all the time, if you ask me, the bitch missed me. Play games with me if you want to. You gonna find out real fast that ain't gonna work. So, bitch can't play games if you don't play. I don't opt out. The only way to win a game most of the time is to opt out from playing. I'm gonna opt out from playing. So, I mean, if she willing to stand on it like that, well, I guess, we just missed each other then. But I'm not playing. I'm not finna chase you. Because in my mind, a woman who really likes me ain't going to... Listen, game guy rule number one, y'all really don't understand that. You try to make excuses for it. If she really like you a lot, she's not going to play games. She don't like you a lot. She like you a little bit, which is cool. But a woman got to like me a lot. If she likes you a lot, she's not going to play games. She's not going to risk it. If Chris Brown walked in this motherfucker, you think that bitch is finna be playing games and playing hard to get? Let me ask you a question. Do you think Chris Brown or her motherfucking dream man, if he walked in the room, is she gonna play hard to get? No. Why? Because she likes him a lot and sees a lot of value in him. She's not gonna play games. She's not gonna chance it. So if the bitch is willing to chance it with me, she don't like me enough, so I ain't fucking with her. Are you posting you and McQueen's talk on YouTube? Yeah, he gonna post it on his, and then I still need to download mine and post it on here. That's my guy, McQueen. I fuck with McQueen. What would you do if a woman said she was gonna take you out but didn't and never act like it happened? I'm gonna ask her about it just to see her response. It's already, she already getting points docked because one, she said something she wasn't gonna do, and I'm gonna address it because a lot of women, they never get called out for shit. So I'm gonna address this shit. Hey, what's going on? Like, you said you were gonna take me out, and we didn't do it. And I'm gonna make it a point about character. Because if you don't check shit, a woman gonna think it's okay. It's called tacit approval. I don't like to give tacit approval. Tacit approval is when you don't say something, so someone just assumes your silence means it's okay. A lot of people do that. I go out my way to say shit a lot on little shit because I don't want you to get confused and make you feel like I'm okay with it. If I'm not okay with it, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it in a respectful way, but I'm gonna say it though. Hey, listen, a woman of character, I expect you to be a woman of character. If you tell me that you're gonna do something, I expect you to do it. And if you change your mind, that's fine, but had a courtesy to let me know, hey, listen, I know I said I was gonna do this, but I've decided I'm not, or I decided we're gonna postpone. But to not say nothing, that shows you have lack of respect for me, and it shows the character of a woman that you don't have, right? And I just wanted to point it out and let you know. That's how I'm gonna that's how I'm gonna talk about it, because that's the facts. You have bad character if you're willing to tell me something and not live up to your word, and then not say anything as if you didn't say it and just hope I forget about it. That's very flawed character. And guess what? Maybe nobody's checked you about it before, right? When I was coming up, I had people check me about things that I didn't realize were wrong. So maybe me checking you and addressing it, letting you see it from the outside perspective of how weird and funny style that is, you might say, you know what? You're right. Hey, I could have just came to you and been like, I changed my mind. Or I need to be more mindful about when I say things if I'm not for surely going to do it. Because a lot of people have that problem too. They'll accept anything, they'll just say anything and then not follow through on it. To some people, I had to talk with a young lady not too long ago and it was about that. She had this certain character trait where she would just like to say anything and not follow through. And I said, that's a very poor character trait that you need to get sewed up very soon. Because you can't make it to the higher levels in life because people on those higher levels are going to hold you to what you say. And when they see that you don't hold yourself to what you say, your word means nothing. And then it's going to be a time where your word is going to need to mean something to this person and it's going to have no weight, you know? So sometimes but that's how you grow a woman. But at the same time, you have to be a man of your word because you got to be an example in front of her so she sees her deficiencies. Sometimes you don't even have to tell her and point out her deficiencies if you're just showing real character in those areas that are the opposite of hers, that are the inverse of her character. By just you living in front of her solidly will point out to her her areas of lack. Yeah. Sometimes a woman show her strong likeness to a man, he pull back. Why is that? I don't know. These niggas don't like themselves. If a woman shows strong likeness to a man and he pulls back, he don't like himself, or he's like a broad playing games because he done watched too many motherfucking Redfield Pill fucking podcasts telling you, oh, don't text her back right away, or he don't like you that much, which is probably that. If a woman like him a lot and he pulls back, he don't like you a lot, or he got a wife or a girlfriend, you know. Hey, yo, I want to pop at you about something if you can try to read my DM. You posted a talk. We don't chase out here because I'd rather chase my purpose. Straight up. Your purpose is the only thing that, you know, gonna fulfill you in life. Why do niggas let they women beat them? Because they haven't been taught anything else. They haven't been taught that that's not right. They haven't been taught self-respect. They haven't been taught. They've probably seen it. It goes on a lot. If there's nobody there to guide you through what's right and what's wrong, and you just figuring it out for yourself, you just, you know, certain things you're gonna accept and certain things you're not gonna accept. If nobody's came and told you, hey, man, that's not right. Hey, you shouldn't let that go. Hey, man, you got to have principles. Hey, man, you got to stand on this, man. Then shit, there's going to be a whole lot of shit in the world that you just going to let fly. I'll never let that shit fly. But I won't act like, man, when I was a teenager, yeah, man, I had a girlfriend, and we'd get into some tussles, right? Till my uncle moved up and around the way and taught me manhood, principles, morals, you know, and all that shit went out the way when I started standing on my principles. When I started setting rules and regulations that I would live by, even at the expense of losing abroad, even at the expense of losing some money, even at the expense of losing an opportunity. When he taught me how to live like a man, when he sat me down and he told me, listen, everybody's not a man. It's males and it's men. Male is a gender. A man is a position. And as a position of a man, there's certain credentials and requirements you have to live your life by to be called that. And what is the ultimate man? The ultimate man is being the closest thing to God, not lying, not cheating, not sneaking around, not being underhanded. When God said he made man in his image and likeness, when you're being a man, you're being the closest thing to God, is what he told me. Heavy motherfucking game that you niggas didn't get when you was growing up. That's why I take this manhood shit so motherfucking serious. Because I was taught manhood ain't just manhood. It's a position first. And then secondly, it's the closest thing to God. Because he said, before he even was thinking about making a woman, what did he say? He said, I'm going to make man in my image and my likeness. So to be a man is to be the closest thing to God. And if you're being the closest thing to God, you can't be underhanded. You have to have integrity. You can't just lie all the time. You have to be the closest thing to God, which why my manhood means so much to me. That's why the bitch can't buy me. That's why I'm not going to bend or fold. You know? Because I'm a man first. No, I don't post these lives. You got to be in my Game God. You have to have my Game God mentality course, or you got to have my, or you got to be in my weekly Game God Academy with the weekly calls, and then you'll get these. Otherwise, man, you're gonna miss these. How did you with a female that want to leave out your shit? Leave out my shit, like put my shit outside, or leave? Fuck with who likes you. She ain't gonna make Drake play games. Exactly. She ain't gonna make Drake play games. And you see that nigga bigger than you see me, go fuck with that nigga then. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Goldie, question. How do you go about your women meeting each other? Do you set it up on a date? Man, check this out, man. It ain't no setup. Man, because I run my program how the fuck I want to. Ain't no motherfucking rules. See, that's what niggas do. They put themselves in a pigeonhole by telling a woman what type of rules they got. Hey, you know what my motherfucking rule is? My rules is whatever the fuck I feel like. And if I got a rule today, it might be different tomorrow, and you can shut the fuck up about it. Right? And if you feel away, bitch, there's the motherfucking... Oh, well, you said, yeah, bitch, if you gonna listen to it, and I hate this shit. If you gonna listen to what the fuck I'm saying, listen to the most recent shit that I'm fucking saying. You want to say, oh, but you said, well, if you so stuck on what I said, wouldn't you want to be stuck on the most recent shit that I'm motherfucking saying? That shit pissed me off. Listen to what I'm saying most recently. I can change my mind. I'm always growing. I'm always evolving. What the fuck I thought and ran my household like 5 years ago is different than today. It might be different tomorrow. New information changes the situation, but the bitch wants you to be stuck. I'm never going to be stuck. I understand. When new information comes in, that means that how I'm doing things is not conducive to where I'm trying to go, then I'm going to change. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. Hey, this is what we doing. Bitch, I've grown. Right? That's all I tell. Hey, bitch, yeah, I know that's what I said. Yeah, but bitch, I've grown up. And if you want the old me, it's a nigga out there who running off my old game. You can go fuck with him. Or shut the fuck up. And this is how we doing things now. What would you do if a woman said she was going to take you out, but my shit is backed up? He said, as a man who's in a wheelchair, how would I get an able-bodied woman to submit and see me as a man rather than in a wheelchair? I'm going to tell you like this, and that's why I love the game so much. Because the game has taught me it's not about your looks. It's about this right here. Some of the biggest dudes in the game with the most women, you would say, are the ugliest, are the fattest. I know a guy, I'm not going to say his name because I know he's active. They call him Wheelchair Blank. A lot of you probably know him. He's out of Vegas. Big time dude. Probably bigger than most dudes in the game. Some people know what I'm talking about. He's in a wheelchair. He's having multiple bras. But he a sharp dude, hella game, on another level. You know, you just got to work on your mental. You got to work on your wordplay. You got to work on your wisdom. A woman gonna submit, you know, and it's always, you know, you got to stay working, man. You know, that's all I'm saying. You just got to know you can do it. Innocent acting as you and Chris Brown example. Yeah, I always say Chris Brown because, you know, that's what most women, you know, back when I was coming up, Chris Brown was like the dude all the women had. I'll be fucking a bitch when I'm 16, 17 and be in a house and you got fucking pictures of Chris Brown all over the fucking wall. Can you do more content with organic? Yeah, me and him gonna do some, we got something set up. I got something set up with a few people. I'm just gotta get to it. Keep driving, go. We appreciate it. But we gonna get to this motherfucking blog shit in a minute. Oh, you watch something and pull back? I don't know if I'm reading this shit wrong or reading this shit late. Goldie wants to be rich and don't want to give my integrity yourself. And so, can you help me? You don't want to sell your integrity or sell your soul. Can you help me? You got to ask me an actual question that can get an actual answer. I can help anybody. I think that about self-doubt kills more dreams than everything. Yeah, that's the devil story, right? The devil came to this man and he said, I get more people to live life hell on earth than I use this tool more than any other tool to get human beings to live a life of hell on earth than any other tool in my arsenal. More than drugs, more than alcohol, more than gambling, more than women and sex. This tool right here, the devil said, will ensnare a man to live a life of living hell on earth. Easier than all of those other things. He walked him down a hallway. It was a glass case with a light, a spotlight on it. He opened the case and what was under it was a wedge. He said, this is the wedge, my pride and joy. The devil said, this is the wedge of self-doubt. If I can just get a smidge of this wedge in any human being, they will live a life of hell on earth for the rest of their life. Self-doubt. But why do you have self-doubt? Because you don't have self-worth. You don't have self-worth because you don't love yourself. You don't love yourself because you don't make self-investment. And you didn't get this game. And the world makes you feel bad. They'll call you arrogant. They'll call you this. People always try to break you down from your confidence. You know how many times a day a motherfucker try to tell me that I shouldn't feel the way the fuck I feel? I could only imagine the average individual who didn't get the information that I got probably would succumb to that over a lifetime of being told that you're making people uncomfortable by being as comfortable as you are, as confident as you are. Is your uncle still around? I have many uncles. So when I'm talking about my uncle, it's many different individuals. I was blessed to have a multitude of counsel. There is safety in a multitude of counsel. I've had an uncle call me, just the other day. I was going through something. He called me. He sat down and he gave me some information to help me get over a situation I was going through. There is safety in a multitude of counsel, and if you don't have people around you that you can call on different higher levels to get different perspectives, it's going to be very hard in life because you're always stuck in your own head. You're always under the influence of emotion, whether you realize it or not, right? And because you have and are under the influence of emotion, your vision of your situation is clouded. You need someone unbiased with no emotion in your situation that can see your situation clearly, and you can't see the picture from inside the frame. Look at the picture from here. If I'm looking at a picture, that's a completely different view than if I'm inside the picture. How much can the person inside the picture see? You can't see much. So it's valuable to have coaches like myself, coaches, mentors, uncles that can give you a proper perspective. So you being a player is not considered a 16. A 16 is a pimp. I am not a pimp. I'm a man. That's what I am. I'm a man first. I keep knocking squares in they sense the ism, of course. When they sense the ism, they just sense in a real motherfucking man, If only women were like this, is your uncles this? Everyone, you better be ready to lose a lot of women if you're going to stand on your shit. Man, fuck them hoes. Them hoes didn't lose me. I didn't lose them hoes lost me. How the fuck can I lose something that's for me? I can't. The bitch wasn't for me. And I'd rather smoke her out sooner rather than later. Put the bitch to a motherfucking test. See, that's you niggas' problem. You don't never test the bitch. Then something happened and you be like, oh, this bitch, I found out she was foul. Man, the bitch always been foul. You just never put it through no motherfucking test. Motherfucker could be around 5-10 years and not never have no test. Right? You don't know how that boat, how solid that boat is in the harbor. Right? Until a test comes, you don't know anybody. You don't know your friends. Stop putting so much weight on your friends. Y'all ain't never went through nothing. Niggas used to kill me. It used to motherfucking kill me when niggas, I would be around, they'll go to jail and they be like, nigga, bail me out. First off, nigga, I ain't never, unless we was coming up when I was super young, nigga, we wasn't pulling no capers together. You ain't never bailed me out of jail. Like, so don't put it on me. You know why I told, hey, nigga, you know why I don't go to jail? Because I know niggas ain't finna bail me out. Because I know I ain't got nobody to call. So I make my moves very strategically to make sure I don't end up nowhere where I need to depend on somebody. Well, nigga, you probably should have thought the same and maybe you wouldn't have made that dumbass decision. Right? Niggas want to act like, oh, nigga, you should have looked out for me. Like, come on, man. We ain't never been through nothing together. We ain't never shot it out together, nigga. What movies is you watching, nigga? We not in the trenches together, nigga. We get money, fuck bitches together, and go to the club together, nigga. We ain't never did no real shit together that would warrant me motherfucking staying down for you like that. Come on, man. Niggas kill me with that shit. If we ain't never been through nothing together, nigga, don't. And you ain't never did nothing for me. I make sure I move because I know ain't nobody finna take care of my kids if something happened to me. Ain't nobody gonna take care of my mama if something happened to me. Ain't nobody gonna take care of the people that depend on me if something happened to me. So I make sure I move properly. These niggas don't. They'll move in a certain way and then expect everybody else to help them out. I don't move like that. Now, I don't even know how I got on that subject. Shit pissed me off just thinking about this shit, though. Niggas mad at me because I'm not helping you out of a situation. Like, nigga, you put yourself in it. Why don't you be mad at yourself that you got yourself in that position? And I'm not saying I'll never have myself in a bad position. But if I do, I'm not going to be mad at nobody if they don't get me out. Because I take full responsibility of my actions. And I know don't nobody owe me nothing. Even if I've done something for you. I know that guess what? You don't give to need something back. If you giving somebody something because you want something back, you didn't give genuinely. I give without needing something back. I go to jail today. It's a million niggas that I done help. If did not one nigga bail me out, I wouldn't care because I'm not expecting it. because I don't give because I want something back. I give because I want to give. Because when I used to give because I wanted something back, I realized niggas ain't gonna give it back to you. So let me not have that hate in my heart, and I'm just gonna give because I want to give. Do kings as yourself prefer women that are bossed up or women with potential? That's a good question. I like a woman that's bossed up, who got her own business, who because it shows me her mind. It's kind of like an interview. Like if you have a business and somebody tells you that they've been to college, that shows you that they know how to have discipline. They're good with their time, because to be able to organize different classes, different homeworks, different things, and work. This is an organized person on a certain level that can run their lives and manage their lives. That's the type of person I want to deal with. So when I meet a woman who's bossed up and she's already doing $100,000 a year, or $100,000 a month in business, that's a great woman to add to what I'm doing, because I can help her in different ways. She can help me. It's a mutually beneficial situation. But I also understand that a woman who may not be bossed up can bring other attributes to the table that are also valuable to me. And a person with the right mind, I can take to that level. I can take a woman to that level. She just needed the right information. She just needed the right person behind her. She just needed the right support. She needed to get her credit together. She needed some business loans. She needed some focus. She needed some clarity. She needed somebody to see greater in her than she could see in herself. Right? So it all depends, you know. Because some women, they may not want too much in life, but they can still, with their, you know, their essence and their love and their, energy, can bring value to the table. So it's all, you know. Jesse, what's up with it? How do you go about breakups after 9 months? I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, what you mean? If we broke up, we broke up. She said, go get a woman in a wheelchair. I mean, hell yeah, that's a good start. That's funny. I didn't even think about that. He's shooting higher than that, though. Don't settle. You in a wheelchair, you can still get you a broad who not in one. Mentorship fee, you gotta DM me for that. Yeah, like I said, everybody, listen. If y'all want to go get some of my products and go get some game, you can either buy a product or you can go to my website and you can get yourself like I said, you can go deposit $10 on this web betting website. They'll give you $20. You depositing $10 will get you a product on my website up to $130. Or if you're looking for a business opportunity, DM me free, DM me live, and I'll show you how to make some money, and you ain't got to put no money down. What's the biggest breakup you ever had without saying too much? I mean, y'all don't understand my lifestyle, man. You know how many women I done had and came and went. So after a certain point, it does nothing to you. Even if they make it a whole lot of money, it's like they come going. It's only a matter of time. The Nick Cannon interview, I don't drop that. He got to drop it. So he should be dropping it soon, though. It was an interview and it was a game show. How do you handle breakups, man? Work on yourself, man. Love yourself, man. Shit, when you fully whole as a person, man, a woman is just a bonus. A woman is just a bonus. But that's why you got to get yourself right first, because otherwise you're going to be so dependent on that person. That person going to come into your life and you're going to feel whole, right? Because they're feeling that peace that you need. And because they're feeling that peace that you need, when they leave, it's so hard because now you're incomplete again. So make yourself whole and complete without that person. Then when they come, it's just a bonus. So if they leave, it doesn't matter to you. Because that's how you stand in relationships that you shouldn't be in, that are toxic. Because when they leave, it's a hole missing. Somebody spamming my comments. Yeah. Y'all spamming my stuff right now. Anyway, and that's the test you speaking on. Real spill, gotta move like a real player. When you dropping it, okay, my comments is messed up. Yo, I just went through that shit. A close cousin of mine became distant and was in and out of jail and had all these expectations for niggas to give him when he got out. Yeah, nigga. Bum ass, broke ass nigga. Don't ask me for no fucking money. That's what I don't like. Hey, man, if whatever I did to get my money, you could do it, so don't ask me for shit, man. I hate that shit. And motherfuckers will resent you for not giving them something. You know, that shit just irritate me. And to be mad when you don't give them something. Hey, man, if I go to jail and don't nobody come bail me out, man, that's on me. That's on me. I'm about to skip down to these comments, though, because somebody keeps spamming my... couple people. What's going on today? Y'all just spamming my stuff. So I can't even get to the people actually saying something. Said DM you for details. Yep. Alright, y'all ask some questions. I just put my shit down all the way. All the way. I guess my guy in here who was supposed to be coming on and we was gonna chop it up and we was gonna talk about them little blogs and shit like that. I guess he ain't in here. Somebody said there's haters, bro. There's always haters. I mean, that's what comes with the territory, man. I don't even make a difference, you know. Talk about the discipline. What type of discipline you want me to talk about? Is there a dollar amount to start up the relationship? Man, that's on you. That's on you. You know, but it got to be a requirement. It don't got to be an amount, but it got to be a requirement. There you go. Thank you for these gems. Any way I can support, I will. Okay, if you want to support, man, go to my website, get a product. If you want to support, go to my website, get a product. Go to my website, you know, go deposit $10 in a betting app, get your $20, and that'll all support me. And then get you a product up to $130. Let me know if y'all want me to speak on that little situation real quick. I will, with the motherfucking blogs and the broad on the reality show to keep bringing my name up. I'll speak on it, but you know, I don't even really think it's that important to even speak on. Should you invest in clothes first or a nice car? It depends. It depends what you're doing, where you campaigning at. You know, depending what your campaign is. Somebody said speak on it. Alright, share this live to some people, and when the numbers get up a little bit, I'm gonna speak on it. Cause I don't want to speak on this twice. I'm gonna speak on it once and I ain't speak on it no more. I'm gonna speak on it once and I ain't gonna speak on it no more. Cause it ain't even that you know, ain't even that deep. Do you have a home gym? Well, I live in a building with a gym, so I would say yes, I got a home gym. And then I got weights out there on the balcony just for sometimes where, you know, I don't feel like going downstairs and want to just get it in real quick. I'm here with the fellas and we debating if the ism kids stay bras. Man, the ism do whatever the fuck they want to do. Who told you that goofy shit, man? Y'all listen to too much music, right? Forget the woman, let's talk game. I just want to know why they trying to tarnish your character. I mean, I feel like, you know, ain't nobody watching that TV show, so it was like the only way maybe they could get a little bubble and a little buzz by bringing me into some shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. That shit ain't had nothing to do with me. Yeah, that's just in the past, man. It's a broad I used to have, you know what I'm saying? So whatever she doing now or whatever they accusing her of having done, like, okay, y'all just throwing me in it just to say she used to fuck with me? All right. I mean, to me, it was just distasteful. They could have said everything they said and left out the part that she used to fuck with me and put my motherfucking page up there and my number out there. It's like, for what? You know? And, you know, all the drama on them TV shows and shit like that, I feel like it was just like trying to drag me into some shit that to maybe get them some views. Alright, I'm going to speak on it and then I'm going to be done with it, right? And it ain't even that big a deal. And I don't even know how much I'm going to speak on it because for those who don't know, shit, it ain't even no point for me to even be telling you some shit. But it's this young lady who's on a reality TV show right now. And from the looks of it, it looks like they got into it for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't watch the show, you know, but they got into it. And some broad is coming out, you know, trying to expose the young lady I was with, trying to say all of these things about her. Oh, she a thief. Oh, she done stole $500,000 from this person. Oh, she done stole, you know, 100,000 from here and there. And she gave me the money and, you know, shit like that. You know, claiming I'm a pimp and that was my hoe, and none of this is true. You know, that was a young lady I was with. She was with me for a time, you know, and we left on good terms. And, you know, I wish her the best for the things that she doing. And that's it. But whatever allegations they talking about, to me, they just allegations. I don't believe it. You know, personally, I know her enough to where I don't believe she stole 500,000 from whoever they talking about. But at the same time, I ain't with her. So it's like, you know, when they say this transpired, I wasn't with her anymore. So anyway, they just try to throw me in the mix like, oh, I'm a pimp and, you know, federal ass pages slandering my character. That shit is defamation, calling me a pimp. I ain't a pimp. I ain't never been no pimp. So, you know, I just didn't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. They just try to make it seem like, you know, I had the broad and I was sending her out to steal hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is the first thing from the case. You know what I'm saying? So, all I'm saying is, like, don't call me a pimp. Don't just try to throw allegations out there. Don't put my number up. Don't put my page up with these allegations of defamation just because y'all page and just because y'all motherfucking reality TV show ain't getting no numbers. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, as far as the woman is concerned, shit, me and her is cool. I usually end on good terms. Even if it ain't good terms, I'll always have a cordial mutual respect for any woman and lady that's ever been with me. You know, and she doing her thing right now, you know. She big business, you know. She got a business now and she doing big things and, you know, jumping on private jets, you know, she do fly shit like we did when I was with her and like I taught her to do, you know. But as far as any allegations of you know, me sending her on missions to do that, nah, that ain't nothing I ever did, right? And I ain't no pimp. You listen to any of my interviews, I always tell, you ain't never gonna hear that out of my mouth. You ain't never heard it out of my mouth. You watch any of my interviews, I've never said I was a pimp. You know, but that was it, you know. And since it seemed like a lot of people on this live don't even know about it, I ain't even gonna speak on it no more, bring any more light to a situation that most of y'all on here that didn't even see. Yeah, man, you know, we just call it, you just a player, man. You can call it polygamous, you can call it, man, I don't call it nothing. I call it just me being me, because I don't live by no rules, I live by my own rules, right? Do you take women out on dates that you're interested in? If I felt like it, man, I do whatever I feel like doing. If I felt like it, you know, then I guess I would. Nah, I sent it, bro. All right, let's get some questions in here now that that shit is cleared up. Somebody want to jump on here? Waiting on that 19 Keys interview. It's gonna drop. I'm actually doing something with 19 Keys in Atlanta this weekend. It's Invest Fest, so I'll be at Invest Fest, and then me and 19 Keys, we gonna sit down and I'm actually gonna interview him on my platform. Nah. If you buy the Game God Mentality course, you don't have access to the weekly calls. The weekly calls is the Game God Academy, and that's a monthly membership. Does hooking up with random chicks lower your value as a man? How do you feel about sleeping around? It's a good question. If you let any woman able to have access to you, then that means you're not rare. And the definition of something valuable is something rare. So if any woman can get up on you, if any woman could have sex with you, then to me, you're not that valuable, you're not that rare. But, you know, at the end of the day, value is a subjective thing. You know, if I just let any woman get up on me, if I can let any woman say she has sex with me, if I can let any woman say she had me, how valuable could I be? I couldn't be that valuable in my eyes. Now, I'm not saying a man who out here doing what he's doing, he's not valuable, because at the same time, a man who's valuable has a lot of options. But I just believe, do what you want to do. It's how you feel about it at the end of the day. I personally wouldn't feel valuable if every motherfucking bitch, just because she got a fat ass, could say she had me. Nah. Especially if she ain't doing something for me. Hey, if I'm valuable, then you got to be doing something for me. We got to be doing something together. We have to have something transpiring together when we're working on something together. If I just let a woman come just because she got a fat ass, okay, and I'm doing that all the time, come on. How valuable are you really, man? You ain't even requiring value from her to fuck with you. So you don't have no value if you ask me. Listening to Goldie has changed my life drastically. Cleaning up my diet is clearing up my mind. I'm trying to tell you, man. Energy, clarity, and willpower, these are the three things you need to be successful. And most people are eating bad, they doing drugs, drinking alcohol, they doing all the wrong things to dampen their will. And if you don't have willpower, clarity, and energy, you're not going to be able to accomplish your goals. Shit. Motherfucking bugs out here. But anyway, yeah, man. You gotta get your mind right. You gotta get your mind clear, and that happens with motherfucking. There's hella bugs in here because of this light. I got this door open. Goldie, you sober? Yes, I'm sober. Yeah, reaction crazy. Hey, man, motherfucking touch me, man. I don't know what it is. I'm out here in Miami. They got some different type of bugs out here. I don't know what the fuck that was. I'll be honest with you. I can't call it. I can't motherfucking call it. What are ways to test the loyalty of your bras? Man, I got some motherfucking tricks up my sleeve, but it's really the basic thing. See, the thing is this. Don't overlook small things. Don't overlook small things. Ask her, hey, can you go pick this up at the store for me? Hey, I need some new this, right? Will she do it? Hey, baby, shit. Take me out to lunch today, right? See if she do it. Little things like that will show you off the dribble, because most women ain't gonna do it. Little things like that will show you off the dribble. She don't really fuck with you like that. But I got some real game on that, but I ain't gonna get that up on here. But I told you in one of my videos, I give you one. Act like you're going through something strenuous, and it's a very serious. Go to your woman and be like, damn, listen, I can't tell you, right? Because I don't want to put you in a situation that might be detrimental to you, right? But I need such and such amount. Make sure it's an amount that's not too little but not too much. Something like 2 weeks of her check. Say, I need this amount, right? And if I could get it somewhere else, I wouldn't ask you. I'm not going to say my life depends on it, but it's a very serious situation. And I didn't even want to ask you. Can I get that from you? No, I ain't asking to borrow it. I'm asking to have it. Can you do this for me? Only a bitch that really fuck with you is going to do that for you. And you'll make a bunch of excuses in your mind, like she's gonna make to you, why she's not gonna do it, but the underlying reason is because she don't fuck with you like that. You could put a woman through this test and 99% of dudes are gonna give her an excuse and be like, oh well, you know, she don't oh she had bills, oh she had this, but guess what? A bitch who really fuck with you gonna go broke and starve to make sure her man is good, and ain't no shit. You know, a broad of mine will rob a fucking bank about me. And if she ain't willing to do that, then she don't like you that much. And ain't nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying is just know what you got on your hands. Know what you got on your hands. You niggas be way too surprised when your woman do some fuck shit. You should have knew that based on how she was moving. Now, I'm not saying you don't got to just fuck with women who like you a hell of a lot like I do. Right? You ain't got to fuck with a broad who like you a hell of a lot like I do. But that's the only broad I fuck with. You can fuck with a bitch who kind of like you. You know? But know that's what it is. And don't expect it to be something she not. She said, I'm not robbing no bank for nobody. You tripping, daddy. First of all, it costs to call me daddy. Everybody can't just call me that. And number two, that's fine. But there's a man out there that, figuratively speaking, you'll do whatever. Why? Because he'll do whatever for you. When I had, back in the day, my women knew. Like, I'm going to break the bank for them. I'm going to break the motherfucking bank if anything happened. And in return, they would do the same. Now, this is an analogy. I'm not going to tell her to put her life in jeopardy to get me something, but it's the point is the same. The gesture is the same. It's that she's willing to do anything it takes to make sure I'm straight, because I'm gonna do anything I can to make sure she's straight. And most of your women wouldn't do that for you, but you do it for them. If she was in a bind, you get her out of it, and you would inconvenience yourself to get her out of it. But most of these women would not inconvenience themselves to get you out of something. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying, just know that's what it is. And don't wait until something go wrong months later or years later to be like, oh, that bitch wasn't shit. She wasn't never really fucking with you like that. She always showed you that. You just overlooked it. That's all I'm saying. Not going broke. Hell no. No, that's how you feel, Aria? That's how you feel? That's how you feel? You wouldn't go broke for your man? I'm not talking about just some dude. I'm just saying you wouldn't go broke for your man. For a dude who was really fucking with heavies. For a dude who's really, going out his way for you. You wouldn't, if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't be like, hell yeah, I'll go broke for this nigga because, I know we gonna get it back together. And most women would probably say that. And based on the individuals that they've dealt with, I understand. Based on the men that they've dealt with, I understand why a woman wouldn't do that, because they ain't never had no solid man. They ain't never had no man really investing into them like that. I'm about to close this fucking door. This shit getting out of hand with these bugs. But nah, most women are just selfish though, and it's not their fault. They spent their entire lives having men do stuff for them, catered with having to show no reciprocation. So how do you go your whole life always getting things done for you without having to show reciprocation? Never having to buy a man a meal, never having to do anything for the man. And then one day a man asks you to show reciprocation. It's hard for them. It's been built in them to be selfish. So, it is what it is. Said, besides her liking you, what else do you look for in the broad? I look for, what did she tell me about her last man? Right? Has she keyed his car? Does she got a lot of shit to say? Is she trying to expose his business? I'm looking for a good human being at this stage in my life, right? Because that's hard to come by. A woman with a good soul who, no matter how mad she gets at somebody, she's not the type that's gonna go, put a hit out on this nigga. And I know some broads who would. I've had some broads who was cold like that. Just a good-hearted individual. A lot of these women are not that. But I look for just different things to look for that. Does she have a good soul, man? Can I fall asleep around her without worrying about my jewelry? You know what I'm saying? Do I got to put my gun up because, man, this bitch might blow my brains out in the middle of the night? Does she have any too much trauma, Character. These things matter because these are the foundation of everything else. If somebody does her wrong, how far will she go? Right? I want to know who she is. And, she can't be selfish. She can't be trying to get more than she gives. She can't be willing to receive much but not give much in return. You know, all of these things, man. But a good soul is so valuable to me. And you'll be surprised, man. Most of these women, they're evil, they're selfish, you know. Yeah, 99% are not that. Absolutely. But if you're a rare man, you got to understand the woman you're looking for is rare too. But you attract what you are. I'm far from selfish, though. I never said you were selfish. I never said you were selfish. I need to structure up, Goldie. You got need a good book recommendation? Yeah, I got a book list. You can go buy it, or you can go deposit $10 on this app. They'll double your money, and you'll be able to get that book for free. So it's on you how you want to do it. And I always invested more than women going outside behind holes. Yeah, because that's how they've been programmed to do. They've been programmed to do that, you know, by movies and TV and things like that. So, I mean, you ain't got to run off that program, though. You know, sometimes you're going to invest a little bit more, but sometimes I'd rather invest more because it's really a test. I'm going to invest more to see what she do. What do she do when I invest more? Right? You got to put a woman to a test. You know, you got to see, hey, is she going to reciprocate, or do I have to ask her to reciprocate? If you got to ask her to reciprocate, it shows what type of person she actually is, because she doesn't want to do it. She's only doing it to not look bad. Right? If say you do something and you show a broad how to make $10,000, right? I'm not going to ask for nothing. I'm not going to ask for nothing. I'm going to see what she does. Does she go out her way to give me something? Or do I have to be like, yo, what's up with that? And then if she does go out to her way to give me something, she don't just get automatic points. How much does she give me? Right? All of these things, man, will show you who a woman is. But you dudes will overlook it and then be in a relationship with a woman who showed you who she was when you met. But you know, it also goes back to, what is it called? Survival mode. I don't fuck with niggas in survival mode. I don't fuck with bras in survival mode. Because people in survival mode, most of the time, they don't have principle. Which means they're going to put their needs and money and surviving over their morals and their values and having a code. You know? Because they broke, they will justify not being reciprocal. Because they don't have no money, they'll justify stealing. They'll justify almost anything. People in survival mode. Not everybody. I wouldn't. I've been broke and had opportunities to do things that I didn't do because I have principles. But most people, and then who knows, the extreme situation, super extreme situations, you never know what somebody will do. So it's best to just not even be around anybody in survival mode because they'll justify anything. And then you can't expect people to even know what they're looking at, right? If you go outside, right? I say it like this, right? If I have a Rolls Royce sitting outside and the bitch be like, I don't believe you got a Rolls Royce outside. Her not believing I have a Rolls Royce outside doesn't make it the reality of the situation. And I say that to say this. A lot of times you go outside and you're not walking with confidence and you talk to a woman and she dish you and you feel away. I don't feel offended when a woman may not be receptive to when I'm talking to her. You understand? Because just because she doesn't know my value doesn't make it not the reality of my value. Just because she doesn't know I'm up here doesn't mean that I'm not up here. Her not being able to see the value doesn't make the value not there. If a man goes in, if a man off the street goes into a art gallery, a Picasso, and sees a Picasso painting on the wall for $100 million, and says, I wouldn't pay $5 for that thing. Right? The people in the art gallery aren't offended that he can't see the value. And just because he doesn't see the value in that painting does not make it not $100 million. This art gallery is not for that individual. They don't have the eyes to see what they're looking at. That bitch can't recognize what she's looking at, and I'm not mad at it. To me, I just feel sorry for her. Bitch, you done missed a motherfucking lottery ticket. Do you know who I am? Obviously not. That's your fault. And honestly, I can't fuck with dumb bras who can't recognize what they're looking at. And a lot of times, a woman's not even going to be able to see your value. It's a thing in the game. They'll be like, you know, a woman will pay a stop sign. But how can you be mad? A woman can't recognize game unless she has it. She can't even recognize the greatness that I am until I'm with her long enough to teach her and show her these things she's never been taught. She can't even listen. It's a time. I tell niggas all the time. You're going to have to take abuse sometimes in the game. 3 months down the line. Because she's operating with you off of all the other niggas that she done fucked with, who done lied to her, cheated, based on her experience, ain't no good niggas in this world. They done did her so wrong. And that's all she's seen. That's how she's going to treat you. But if you're willing to stay strong by you living in front of her as the man that you told her that you were, right? She will eventually understand by you living in front of her that you're different. And then the acceptance will come. Then the appreciation will come. And then she'll turn into a different woman. But you got to have the patience for that. And you got to see value in her to do that. But she's going to treat you a certain way because she's been dealing with these type of dudes. If the only thing she's experienced from dudes is lack and lies and trickery and sneakery and all of that, how you think she going to treat you? Like a king? She's never seen one. She's never met one before. So you have to live in front of her like a king. And when she sees you living in front of her, eventually the appreciation will come. But you have to be patient. And these days, I'm not that fucking patient. I understand these things, but I be like, bitch, fuck you. That's how I feel. Now, back in the day, I understood this lesson, and I would understand it like clockwork. When a woman sees me, sees who I am, sees the man of integrity, sees the man of principle, sees the man of manhood, sees the man of culture, sees the man that I am, eventually she sees the difference of me and everybody else, and she recognized the God in me. She recognized the king in me down the line, right? And then the appreciation comes. But I've got to a point where I've gotten lazy. I don't want to do that. Bitch, fuck you. That's how I feel. Am I right? Am I going to miss out on a lot of women because of it? As far as I'm concerned, the bitch missed out on me. But I'm giving y'all some game. Too much game. Yeah, that's why these lives don't go up. Because that's too much motherfucking game. I'm telling you, man. These niggas is... But, man, listen. The way these dudes be moving, man, because I've had enough women to know. They tell me the stories. The way these dudes is moving, man, you can't be mad at some of these women, why they treat men the way... Their experience with the men that they've been with, nothing but lies and deceit and sneakery and trickery and this, that, and the third. This is their only experience of a man. So when they talk to you with an attitude, it's not you, it's the 10 men before you. And you would say, oh, well, don't put that on me. How could she not? How could she not? You're asking her to do something that she doesn't know how to do. You're asking her to do something she doesn't know how to do. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. For you to have vision, you have to understand the responsibility to not look down on the people who don't. But guess what? It's an opportunity there. Because if you can bring her into your life and show her these things and show her something different and build her up, she has another level of appreciation for you that'll last a lifetime. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. What were we talking about? I had a mentor one time and he was just like, man, you got to cut them hoes some slack, man. You got to cut that nigga some slack, man. You can't expect people to be you. And it's unfair for you to do so. They haven't read the books that you've read. They haven't had the mentors you've had. They haven't experienced the things that you've experienced. So how can you expect her to even see your greatness? You want her to see something that she doesn't have the eyes to see? For her to have the eyes to see your greatness, you have to give her those eyes. Right? For her to know how to make some money, man, you got to teach her how to make some money. You mad she ain't coming with a big bankroll? She don't know how to do it. So... It's with big wisdom. The biggest thing with wisdom is having understanding, right? It's having understanding. $9.3 billion women. Yeah, I say it all the time. It's 6.34 billion women in the world, man. I ain't never finna get hung up on one. Come on, man. And the next one is always the best one. I've never not got a better woman who loved me more, who liked me more, who looked better, who was more in tune with what I was. I've never not got a better one. Just when you think you got the best, if you just have it in your mind, man, it's always a better one, you'll stop tripping. I bought your book list yet today. Appreciate it. You sound like you're part of He Hate Women Hater Club. Yes, I will be there at the feet. Do you like to be served? I love who love me. Man, because if you love who love you, then you love yourself. Because I'm loving someone who's showing me that they love and appreciate me. Right? So how could you not love someone who loves you? That's why I get so irritated quick with somebody who showed me they don't really fuck with me like that. Because it's pretty obvious to me. Little things that other people overlook, I don't overlook. I can see when a broad is not really feeling me like that, or not really feeling me on the level that I want her to feel me on. And I say all the time, ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. You ain't gotta like me, but just let me know that's what it is, so I can move on. I love how you don't mind building with your partner. Man, listen, there's no way that you can love a woman you don't build with. There's no way you can love a woman that you don't build with. And there's no way that you cannot love a woman that you build with. When you going through the mud and you grinding and you having ups and you having downs and you having pitfalls and you having successes and you having victories and you having failures with a woman, and you're growing together and building something with her, that's how you build real harmony and love with a woman. That's why I never have a bitch to just sit the fuck at the house all day. Now, maybe later in life, but if we're not doing something in some way together, and it ain't always got to be financial shit. We could be going to motherfucking book club together. We could be traveling the world and getting cultured and reading the language together and going to the gym together. But if we're not evolving together, one, I'm going to outgrow her, and I'm not going to be able to stand to be next to her. But two, you know, it's a bond that you build with women that you build with and you're doing things with. You know, you apply what you preach and it worked for you and many others who follow it. Yeah, man, I can't tell you what worked. I'll tell you what worked for me. I can tell you what I do. And done. I'm dealing with women who isn't active, in my opinion, in her children's life as she should. And she stays with her parents. She still don't have her own. She's a side piece. However, I feel it's a waste. And if she don't love a child, she ain't never gonna love you. If she'll abandon her child, she'll abandon you even faster. If she don't got loyalty to her own blood, you know, is that the type of woman you would even want to move forward with? Say you end up having kids, man, you gonna run into the same problem. So if a woman was raised by a man and consider herself as a daddy's girl, why is it so hard to get a real man? There's too many unknowns in that question. I don't know your father. Yeah, building before bullshit. Y'all too busy sleeping around. Yeah, man, come on now. If you want to come into the situation, let's do something. Let's have some vision. Let's have some goals. What can we do together? This is a partnership, a life partnership, right? What do we want in life? We want freedom. We want growth. We want expansion. Okay, so how can we do that together? How can we do that together? Of course, we're gonna have fun in a minute, but let's build. How can we get some freedom? How can we get some money? How can we get some growth? How can we do some things to get you right and myself right? Let's do something together, constructive, and see how we work together. Let's see how we work together, baby, before we just be here. Did the mother of your kids ever call the cops on you? No. Has she threatened to? Yes, but has she actually done it? No. Shit, I done called the cops on my baby mama before, man. Shit, I done had to call the cops on my baby mama before. At my motherfucking door in the middle of the night. Broke my motherfucking door. You know, all that shit, man. You know, and that's crazy too. They came to my house right as soon as she was leaving, and they motherfuckers didn't give a fuck. I said, man, I bet you if I was at that bitch house banging like a fucking maniac, breaking into her fucking house, I bet y'all took my ass to jail. You didn't give a fuck what she did to me. You know what the motherfucking police lady said to me? She said, well, that's your baby mom? Well, who did you have in here? Fuck that got to do with anything, bitch. I said this bitch is trying to break into my motherfucking house. She breaking my goddamn window. You asking me, oh, well, who did you have in there? What the fuck that got to do with anything? Define manhood. I defined manhood earlier. Yeah, that shit funny as hell, ain't it? Yeah, man. I tell you, man. I was like, what the fuck did she just ask me who was in here? Like that justify what the bitch did. Let me have been at my baby mama house trying to break into that motherfucker, breaking windows, trying to get in. I better guarantee they took my ass to jail. But manhood. I'm going to define manhood the way that I was taught manhood was. Manhood is the closest thing to godhood, to Godship. God created man in his image and likeness, right? So if God made man in his image and likeness, then the closest thing to God you can be is a man. Well, what is a man? Man is what? The qualities of a man. An honest man with integrity, who doesn't lie, who doesn't deceive, who isn't underhanded, who has principles, who has morals, who understands his dominion and his position, right? Because manhood is a position. Being an adult male, that's a gender. But being a man is a position, and a position requires requirements, right? That's why being coveted, being a man, when you're walking in your manhood, you feel so powerful because that's when you're closest to your godhood. When you're not lying, when you're not underhanded, when you're letting a woman know what it is and what it ain't. You know, when you're standing on your principles, when you're willing to lose out on opportunities, money, and women because of your principles and your integrity. That's when you feel powerful because you're operating in your godhood, because God said, let me make man in my image and likeness. He didn't say, let me make the woman in my image and likeness. He said, let me make man in my image and likeness. That's why you can never say it's the woman's fault, because I'm not worried about what she's doing. God said, let me make me in his image and likeness. He didn't say and then she gonna be made of my rib. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like social media ruined true relationship. People can build any lifestyle on this app. I don't feel like that. I feel like social media is connecting people that would have never been connected. Because back in the day, the only people that you would know is the people in your 10-mile radius of your house and in your city. And that's not a big enough pool to find the person who's actually going to be compatible with you. So the internet has actually allowed people to find somebody who's actually compatible. Find multiple people who might be compatible that in 100 years ago, you would have just been forced to make it work with somebody in your small sphere. There's nothing in this life good or bad. It's how you use it. You can use a microwave to cook food, or you can use a microwave to cook a man. You know, it depends on how you use it. They be seeking game God answers, but ain't following the directions given. Hey, it's not for them. It's for me to give the game. Now it's up to them what they gonna do with it. That's why you have to check your woman, or else she will eat you. Yeah, you gotta check them. Half the time, man, shit, listen, just even today, like little shit. They said it's gonna be, she went out, she ordered some food. She came back, she was like, what'd she say? It's gonna be 25 minutes. I'm like, all right, 25 minutes. 10 minutes went by. I was like, go get the food. She was like, but they said it was gonna be 25 minutes. I said, go get the food. She said it's not gonna be ready. I said, all right, go get the food. She went in there, got the food, and came back. So I don't listen to you. I do what I feel. They told you 25 minutes. 10 minutes went by. I said, I feel like it's ready. Go check. But if I was waiting on her, I don't know. It's not ready. They said 25 minutes. Well, we waited full 25 minutes. And I'm not saying it's a big deal, but little shit leads to small shit. It's the principle of the matter. That I'm the motherfucking head. A lot of women, particularly American women, want traditional man, but they don't want to be a traditional woman, and some of these goofy niggas are not correcting this shit. Man, I don't give a fuck what these bitches want. I don't care what these niggas is doing either. I know what the fuck I'm gonna do with the bitch who gets to fuck with me. That's niggas' problem. Oh, these women these days, I don't give a fuck what these bitches do. Man, I don't care if everybody wanted to be like Sexy Red, and I don't give a fuck. Because the one that's going to fuck with me going to be on the type of time that I'm on. And I don't need every bitch in the world. I just need a handful, man. And I've never not been able to find a handful willing to fuck with me the way I want to be fucked with. All right, motherfuckers be too worried about, hey, that's not my bitch. Right? She want to act like that's not my bitch. And then you be real surprised that a lot of women are acting the way they act. Ain't never met me. I'm not saying every woman's going to change for me, but it's going to be women who have acted the way that you say they act. And when they meet me and understand that this is a different requirement to fuck with me, they willing to get with the requirements. Your woman can be a reflection. I mean, anybody that's around you is going to pick up your character traits and things of that nature. That's why I don't fuck with weak-ass bras. I don't fuck with punk bitches, and I hate crybaby-ass bras and weak bras, because I'm a strong, stern nigga. And if she can't handle that, she can't fuck with me. I can't stand no cry. Listen, I done had some real stomp-down stunners, you feel me? They wasn't weak by no stretch. Strong women gotta fuck with me. You can't get shit done with a weak broad, man. You can't get shit done with a weak broad. If you want to cry and make it about how you saying things, man, all right, well, go fuck with that nigga, because you too weak to fuck with me. But when you got a broad who's strong, who put all that weak shit to the side, of course she can still be a woman, but understand, I need a strong woman, because I'm a strong man, and a strong woman, that's a cold one. A strong woman will help you move mountains. A strong woman who you be like, damn, you ain't, it's cool, I'll just take the food. She gonna go make it an issue. A strong woman who gonna make shit happen that shouldn't happen. A strong woman who, you know, who gonna ride there with you, not tell you to calm down, unless she needs to and she knows you. But, you know, y'all don't know, man, because y'all fuck with weak ass. Y'all let bitches be how they want to be. You don't have an idea in your mind of what you want. You just be like, well, however the bitch is, if she fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with her like that. Nah, I got requirements around here. But you know, you need to be with enough women to know what your requirements are, know what you like, know what you don't like, know what you hate and despise, because then you know the opposite of that characteristic. They claim black women are too strong. Get the fuck out of here, man. Everybody is gonna listen, and they say my personality is too strong. They say I'm too confident. Anything strong, they want down because it makes them feel better. I want to down you. It's reverse psychology. I don't want you to be strong. Why? Because when you're strong, guess what? Strong people make other people watch they step. People don't want to watch they step. So when you're too strong, when you're too boisterous, when you're too aggressive, they say something wrong with that. Why? Because you make me uncomfortable because I got to watch my step around you. It's reverse psychology. Yeah, black women are strong, and I love that. Right? Guess what? A black woman is going to make sure you a real motherfucking man. Most of you are not that. Man, I had a whole house full of black broads, man. Getting more money than white broads, man. But guess what? Niggas would say, oh, I don't fuck with black bitches. No, black bitches don't fuck with you because you's a fraud. And a black woman can see it and she gonna stand on it. You got to be a strong man to fuck with a strong woman. But a strong woman gonna submit to a man. He just got to be stronger than her. You niggas are just not that. So more for me. I hate when niggas talk about black women like, man, of course, man, it's certain types of everything, right? We not just gonna act like when you talk about an aggressive black woman, you talking about like sexy red type shit. And guess what? They got the trailer trash white women too. Why don't y'all talk about that? But if we talking about a strong black woman, man, I love me a strong black woman. Guess what? Because her strength gonna be added to mine. It's not gonna be going against me. It's only gonna be going against you if you fake and you a fraud. If you fake and you a fraud, yeah, you gonna feel that wrath and it's uncomfortable. So you gonna be like, I don't fuck with it. Look at the niggas who don't fuck with black women. The black dudes who don't fuck with black women. Most of the time, it's the niggas who, you know, couldn't fuck with them. But anyway, I'm gonna get off that subject. How do you become him? Plus, their loving is like no other. Weakness cannot evolve, sustain, and the power evolving universe is a quote that I used to hear. So anything that's strength and strong just needs to be harnessed. Rather than saying, oh, I don't want nothing strong, why don't you just build up your strength so you can control that strength to your desired end? Yeah, man, a strong motherfucking woman, man, come on, stop it. Like, if you was building a motherfucking elite team, are you gonna pick a bunch of weak broads or a bunch of a weak team? No. You're gonna be one of the strongest, the most ferocious team that you can have. But it's your team. So therefore, that power is with you, not against you. But if you're picking the wrong broad, then that power gonna be against you. So of course you don't want it. How do you deal with a toxic relationship? You don't. You just get out of it. I'm about to get off here in a minute. I've been on here for a minute. My guy ended up jumping on like I thought. Y'all need to get some game. Y'all need to get some game. Y'all need to get my books. You need to get my products. You need to get my motherfucking what is that shit called? Gang Guy Mentality course. You need to get in my weekly gang calls, Gang God Academy. If you really want the game. When I came up, weekly I got with my uncles, I got with my mentors, and we chopped game. They chopped game, they gave me the game weekly. That's how this shit works. You can't read a book. You can't do things it's a daily thing. When you have situations, you come to your mentor with the questions and what's going on with you and your broad, what's going on with you in your life. And he give you some answers in his perspective. His perspective might not always be right, but it's a different perspective than your own. That's how you really win in life. In a multitude of counsel, there is safety. Right? So I'm giving this opportunity. Get on my Gang God Academy, my weekly game calls. Get this regular information. And you get all these lives, and you get a bunch of old extra stuff, and you get all the past recordings. You know, and if y'all don't want to go buy a product, go and you can get this link on my site. If you sign up for this betting app, put $10 in, send me a screenshot. You can get any product on my website up to $130. One product up to $130, you'll get that for free. And you get that $10 doubled to $20, or if you put $100, you get it doubled to $200. And if you're looking for an opportunity to make some money where you want to put $1 in and $5 come out, you know, DM me free, DM me live, and I'll see you the information to do that. I've been running that shit up like a motherfucker. It's all legal. You don't got to put $1 down to do it, you know. And yeah, I'm about to jump off in a minute. Y'all got some questions though? Aria. Get left on sent a lot. That's my motto. How they just leave. Follow my channel. Say that again. Thanks for the free game. The game is free. The instructions sold separately. You know, true game ain't transparent. Big game is played smooth out of sight. Most people in the game have no idea how the game actually goes. That's a fact. Have no idea. And just like most people in the real world, most of you people on here have no idea how this world actually works, how the financial system works, how politics work. Most people have no clue what's actually going to fuck on. So you got to get you some game. Anybody playing a game, the same game as you, who understands how it works more than you, is always going to beat you. And most of you people in life have no fucking clue the rules of this game we call life. And that's why most of you will never be able to really win. But I got the blueprints, I got the sauce, I got the game, I got the mentors. I got mentors right now make $3 million a month who want to hang out with me, white boys, you know what I'm saying? I get my game from all levels. And that's why I am who I am, because I get information from so many places. This information ain't just coming from me. It's coming from a multitude of men from the streets and in business world. But I invest in myself. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on mentors and relationships and networks and things like that. Something that most of y'all will never do, and that's why you're forever going to be poor, because you don't invest in yourself. I know the hallmark of a poor person for life. Someone who is penny pinching, who's not willing to invest in himself, who has a scarcity mindset, who doesn't understand the value of money is way less than the value of information. The right information can change your life. The right information can save you 10 years. The right information will shave off 10 years of your life, but you'd rather hold on to that money, right? Like I said, this opportunity, I've been running up all this money in, made more money doing this than actual my real profession, just because of a guy that I met through another guy that I met because I have a high level network that I paid to get into at one point, but that now just keeps paying forever because of this network that I'm in. So that's why I say, hey man, when a bitch want to fuck with me, she don't even recognize what she's looking at. But can you blame her? How can she know what something look like when she's not that? How can she know what game look like if she don't got it? How can she recognize high level if she's never been in? She can't. So give these broads grace. Give them grace. Not too much, but give them some. It's her loss. You should really feel bad for her, because it's like she didn't realize she had a lottery ticket that she just let slip through her fingers. So feel bad for her. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. Like I said, being a real man is being the closest thing to God, right? God created man in his likeness and image, not the woman. So if you're going to be man and live in your highest godship, your kingship, you have to have a bit of grace that you give to people. You know, and I was saying the other day, man, when my uncle told me once, he said, man, you got to pardon. Only a king could pardon. Everybody else just be in their feelings. Man, you in your feelings too much about that broad who did some shit. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. She knows not what she does. She knows not who she's looking at. She knows not who she's in the presence of. How could you be mad at her? You a king. A king don't be in his feelings. A king decides if he offers pardons or not. So pardon that broad, pardon that man. Go get my Game God Mentality course. If you want to get a money-making opportunity, DM live, DM free, and go to my site, get a product, or you can go deposit $10 on that betting app, get $10, and get send me a screenshot that you deposited $10, and I'll give you any one of my products up to $130. One product up to $130. Now, this ain't for sale yet. I'm just going through a couple different swatches, making sure the quality is right, you know, making sure everything is right. I didn't know if I wanted to actually go with this. I got another one over here somewhere. But if y'all like this, yeah, y'all can fuck around and get this. Hey, man, like I said, man, I ain't the only game God. I just said the loudest. What is game? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. What is a God, supreme ruler? We are all gods of ourselves. You understand me? We are all game gods, you know? So it's just a movement about empowerment and having value in yourself. Because when you see yourself as a God, guess what? You start to act like a God, and you start to treat others like you a God. And how you start moving, it becomes a God. How do you walk when you feel like you a God? How do you treat others when you feel like you a God? What habits do you have during the day when you feel like you're a God? You know what I'm saying? What things do you deny and not do because you said, no, I'm a God, right? So it's all about self-talk. If you feel like you're a God, you're going to act like a God. You're going to manifest that in your life, you know? So get with the movement, man. This is a positive thing I'm doing. Game Goddess. I got a Game Goddess hoodie in here. You know, it's hard too. It's a like the hoodie I got, except it's red. It said Game Goddess. I own the trademark to Game God in all categories now. So you see somebody with this shit on, let me know. I'ma sue they motherfucking ass. It's a link on my site too. Where the link is already in there and I already fill in my promo code. If you go on there, I think it's called the Double Up. If you just hit that link, it'll automatically have you download the site. Goldie promo code will already be in there. Deposit $10, but I think it's like 20 coins is $10. Send me the screenshot once it's done, and you'll be able to pick whatever product you want, up to $130. It's time to make another baby mama. Man, the only woman who's gonna get a child out of me is gonna be one that's got to be super, super, super dedicated and down. All right, I'm gone. If y'all want this, y'all got to get the Game God Mentality course, or you got to get in my $50 a month Game God Academy with the cause. Otherwise, this live right here, it ain't going up. It ain't going up, but it'll be in these groups.